Told you we're going to come back. Okay. This is episode 2 and I'm back out here. Bear with me. We're going to continue with more episodes. I have so many ideas. I'm just trying to figure out the best way for me to articulate them into these short videos, but I got a good one here for you today. This one is, one of the main missions I feel like it's important that I'm doing with this channel and just everything I work with other creators and people I talk to is just the starving artist Psyop. And what does that mean, right? The starving artist is really, I hate that so much because it makes us feel like you can't, you have to be poor to be creative. And then you always get stuck in this turmoil and this tumbler of striving for your art to be successful and just creating, knowing that that's your vision, but you just can't make money from it or whatever that is or whatever that means, right? And the whole thing is if you're going to get money and even maybe you're happy just creating, and that's another problem with a lot of artists. They're just happy living their life and creating or having fun doing what they love and making money. But to a certain extent, I'm just sick of seeing the starving artist mentality be taken so far in a way where you see people who have money and still are being controlled. So that's terrible. So we have to create our journey and build our businesses in a way that you can also have creative control. So it's not only financial and creative control, the two main things for running a business and being an artist. One of the first things you need to do is reprogram your mindset and just completely change that. You have to stop living like a hippie, which is also something that I would do because, if you don't really want a lot of things or you don't want to buy $5,000 Amiri jackets, I don't really know. It doesn't inspire you to want to sell all your free time for money that you don't need to use for certain things. But you need to change the way that you see it because you have to see it as a tool. Like you have to understand that you want to get this money now as a tool to execute your vision, right? You don't have to buy stupid shit or anything like that. You could literally build a sculpture if you wanted to, or build a house. These are things that kind of inspire me now more than ever, because now I'm understanding that now there's a purpose for wanting to sell more of my time or scale things in a different way and just try harder. You could be thankful that you're creating and that you could make money doing what you love, but we got to take it to the next level. And yeah, I want to execute my own vision. I don't want to be 50 years old shooting Tide commercials. So that's another thing. The next thing that I have is focus on your mission and use money as a tool. If you don't know what your mission is yet, or you're not sure, or you don't know what you want to create or which avenue you want to go down, we can figure that out in later videos. But one of the main things is that when you know what you want to do, you're going to be less swayed to do things that you don't want to do, that don't align with you going in a certain direction. So even if you do take money for XYZ or work with certain people, it's building up to something more than like shooting another video that is going to lead to nothing. And you're just like going through the motions just to get money. You're going to see more opportunities in the direction that you want to go, which I feel like is super important. And why I say no to so many things now, because I understand the way that I want to go and how I want to create. And a lot of opportunities, even if you're getting money, you're going to never stop taking it if you don't ever realize what's going on and understand the direction you want to go. Even for me, I want to invest into my own ideas and my friends and other creative people that I see potential in. There's just so much that could be created that I feel it just gets suppressed or people are too scared. And I just want to help be a catalyst in getting those things out there and helping them get done, including my own ideas, like I said. The next tip that I'm talking about is you need to become self-reliant as a creator. And why do I say this is so important? This is just the lifelong story of all the artists on Twitter talking about bad deals and they can't release music, or the founders of a startup who say, oh, we got the funding and it took us XYZ all the way to the wrong way, and then the demise of it all. So at that point, who are you going to blame if you're the one that is self-reliant and created that opportunity for yourself? Meaning just having money, right? Understanding funding, credit, things like this, little stuff can really help a creative person not take a shitty deal, or even if you do take it, it's about prolonging the time in between taking it, right? You want more leverage on any opportunity that you would want. So that's the other thing that a lot of times with artists, especially musicians and label deals, you're getting a loan anyway. So it's like you might as well just figure out how to run a business and get a loan from a bank. And like I was saying earlier, not only financial control, but creative control, which the two are tied together in the sense that you don't want someone funding the bill and then always telling you that you can't do something that you would want to do. I'd rather take way less or figure out how to do it on my own and build something the right way. This is the last one right here, and this is probably the most important one. And I keep forgetting about this all the time. I have to continue to remind myself. The ones who execute are the ones who create reality, right? So you may think you have the best idea, or you might have the best idea, but at the end of the day, if you don't act on that or create that thing, then it won't matter, because the people who act on those things are the ones that create the world we live in today and our future, right? So I use this random example when I'm with my friends or whoever, but it's just kind of, you look around at all the houses that are built or anything that got created. It may look like shit. It might be terrible, but literally someone made that house, and they're everywhere. So if you're so creative, if you're so smart, then you need to figure out a way to execute that, because the people who have not as good ideas are the ones that continue to push and do things. The reason I even want to do these videos and just continue to get better at this is because I know that if more creative people just learned how to execute the ideas and start to become fearless, then we could really actually push innovation by creating the things that we know can exist in our minds, which all sounds kind of crazy, but this is literally where everything begins, right? And I don't know, I just see so much wasted potential, and I just want to inspire everyone, including myself, which I watch my own videos. So if it's always funny when I watch them back, but I don't care. And I just want us all to succeed together. All right. And I'm going to keep making more videos. This is number 2. I'm going to do 800. I don't even care. I'm going to see how many it takes for things to get rolling. But like I said before, Maxwell podcast, join the org, shop the org. I'm going to have another episode coming. I'm going to shoot it tomorrow, or I'll do 2 tomorrow. We're going to keep coming. And hey, yo, pause.